All right, when something really, really evil happens like Orlando, the press often seeks silver linings via heartwarming stories. For example, the people who gave blood, the airlines that offered free flights, the restaurants that handed out free meals. This next story is not one of those stories. A peace vigil was held for the Orlando dead at the University of Missouri. Initially for the victims, one speaker made it about herself, denouncing the white people who came there to grieve.
I was really nervous to get up here because there's a lot of white people in the crowd. And that wasn't a joke. I thought I'd take the moment to just list out some facts that many of you probably don't know because you're white.
Isn't she special? Imagine her wedding toast. Oh, I'd like to congratulate the bride and groom if they weren't descendants of white racists who enslaved my people. A typical social justice warrior, she probably won't take aspirin because it's white. Here is more of her dripping, condescending vocal fry.
I'm tired of the black and white dichotomy that happens every time we talk about race or anything that goes on in our country. As much as it is awesome that there's so many people here today, but it's like, who are you really here for?
It's like a cross between microphone feedback and vomit.
Oh.
Finally, a gay married couple in the audience finally had enough and heckled her.
Whoa. Hey, no.
Hey, no. Good for them. Here they are afterward.
They're segregating us. Right there on stage, you're segregating us.
I'm tired of our community, that everything has to be divided into color, into race.
What did you come here expecting today?
I expected a community to come together, everyone.
And what did you get instead?
I got someone speaking on stage that tried to make it all about her culture.
So, you know this country's got a problem when we can't even hold a vigil together. No longer unifying in the face of an evil, we must endure losers who complain that terror victims get more attention than they do. Another example on Twitter, a Chicago-based leftist, they have them there, with over 11,000 followers, her name's Brienne of Snarth, said she didn't care that the child at Disney World was killed by an alligator because the dad's white. Surprised? Not me. Identity politics is all about victim vultures fighting over who gets the most vigils, the most candles, the most attention. Instead of coming together, the impulse is to stake out blame, victimhood, and assert moral superiority. Who's to blame for Orlando? Huffington Post blamed Christians. The New York Times blamed Republicans. The Daily News blamed the NRA. A bishop blamed Catholics. And everybody's blaming guns, including the killer's awful, complicit wife. Where could she have learned that from? Yet no one is blaming radical Islam, even when the culprit cheered and celebrated it. I always thought labels mattered. If you called yourself something, we had to embrace it. Isn't that part of identity politics? But not so with Islamism. Suddenly, that's the only label we must ignore. But what do I know? I'm just a proud black lesbian trapped in a white man's body.